Hey guys, um, I wanted to do an update on my Redcat Blackout. Um, Quite a while back, I stripped out the 55 tooth spur gear on this thing, and I really liked this truck until then. Um, this truck has done nothing but fight me with trying to get the damn screws tight. I went out and I bought a set of actual good wrenches, hex wrenches, to do the job. And with this, I had to, in order to get the design of this thing is just such a nightmare. I had to take, and when I had tore apart, I drilled a hole in here so that I could actually get to this bottom screw to try to tighten it up. You know, by going in, okay, by going in through the chassis to, get on the screw. Because there was just no way with a regular hex wrench I was going to get it tight. Well, then I run into another problem. Okay. If you listen to it now, which I mean it, there again, this is another fault of this thing that I don't like, is being set up with these tie rods so that your wheels turn, unless you have it all put together, and that piece on there, that I don't care for at all, because when you're trying to work on the thing, it makes it difficult. But, right now, I'll give it some throttle. Everything's good, okay? But keep in mind, I do not have the motor screws tightened down. So, they're tight, but they're not tightened completely down. But the problem is when you tighten, well, that one there, actually it's tight. But when you tighten down these screws on this thing, it turns the motor. And I have tried putting, a screwdriver in. I've tried doing all kinds of different things to, where's my other screwdriver? To try to keep it from moving on me. And hopefully I don't make you guys seasick here by doing this. Hang on just a second, we'll put the phone down. The problem has what it's doing is when you tighten down the motor mount screws, of course you want to get them tight. Well, then if you tighten them down too much, it turns the motor into the gear, the pinning gear, into the other gear, and then it tightens everything up, and you got too much gear mesh run together. Your gear mesh is too tight. So this is just, I've cursed this truck more than anything I've ever cursed. I used to think my Mad Van was my nightmare, and that used to be my nightmare. I got that fixed, and it's been going good, knock on wood, since I got rid of the Kyosho gear. But with this thing, I don't know. There's just something with this motor mount setup that it really sucks, because you almost have to have the motor not completely tight in order to have motor mount, your mesh decent, and hope it doesn't move on you, because I've tried, wedging screwdrivers in there. I've tried doing everything. It's been nothing but a nightmare. So, and then of course, like I said, you got to have all that done before you can put this piece on and, tighten everything down, which is also the piece that your tie rod ends connect to, because otherwise your steering just, which you shouldn't even have this back here. But at first I thought it was a cool idea, use the same control arms, use the same everything, but they need to have these mounted to something different, where they, you don't have to have this piece installed to have this tight when you're trying to, check your gear mesh, because these things are flopping all over the place when you're trying to run your wheels up, make sure everything's decent. I don't know, but I'm just not real. I've had good reviews on this truck up until now, and the design of this, like I said, when you tighten down those, of course you want to have those bolts as tight as you can get them, but you run them down too tight, then something ends up moving around, and you have them too tight, you're going to strip your gear out. You have it too loose, you're going to strip your gear out. So, it's kind of like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't know. I don't at all care for the design of this thing. But anyway, just wanted to give a updated review on it. Because like I said, this thing sat and sat and sat because it just frustrated the hell out of me every time I work on it. And I'm hoping to get it where I can run it this weekend. We got one good weekend again out of weather here in Northwest Ohio, and I'm just hoping I can get that taken care of. But just be aware of that. If you guys, I don't know if anybody else run into it. I'm sure you have, because why would I be the only one to run into it? But when you tighten those up, you definitely have to try to wedge something, put that plate back in and try to wedge something in there. Pray, drink a lot of alcohol, I don't know what, but hopefully you guys have better luck with it than I have. But anyway, I hope you're all doing good out there, and take care. Thanks. Bye.